What is going on, Mullen fan? Welcome back for another video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can get more content coming from me. Mullen Automotive is pulling back today after double tapping around that 30 cent level and retracing back down. We want to know why Mullen is pulling back. Let's talk about the latest SEC filing for Mullen Automotive, which was a revision for the previous proxy statement that came out filed through the Securities and Exchange Commission. That revision was to update or revise the reverse stock split ratio from a range of 1 for 2 to 1 for 10, and the new one being from a range of 1 for 2 to 1 for 100. Now, I'm currently in talks with Kingsdale Advisors, whom was hired by Mullen Automotive last year to do SEC filings for the July 26 shareholder meeting. I was called in question of the 100 out of the 1 for 100 being highlighted in blue and underlined, because there is speculation as if this was edited for FUD reasons on Mullen stock. It kind of looks like a hyperlink that can be clicked to bring you to another page or document. For my SEC filing masters out there, if you know the meaning of it being highlighted in blue and underlined, leave down in the comment sections. But like I said, I am waiting for a response from Kingsdale Advisors for an exact explanation of this. Who knows, maybe it is just highlighting where the revision actually took place in this file. But understand that these ratios are ranges that the board of directors will have to decide on closer to time, and it is not just going to be straight out a 1 for 100 reverse stock split like a lot of shareholders are thinking. The text from the filing says, "We are proposing that our board have the discretion to select the reverse stock split ratio from within a range between and including 1 for 2 to 1 for 100, rather than opposing the stockholders approve a specific ratio at this time, in order to give our board the flexibility to implement a reverse stock split at a ratio that reflects the board's then current assessment of the factors described below." Also understand that if proposal number 3 is approved, the company at its discretion will file the certificate of amendment setting forth a reverse stock split ratio determined by the board with the Secretary of State of the state of Delaware, and the reverse stock split will be effective at 4:30 p.m., possibly after hours, Eastern time, on the date of the filing of the certificate of amendment with the Office of the Secretary of State of the state of Delaware, or such later time and or date as it is set forth in the certificate of amendment, except for adjustments that may result from the treatment of fractional shares as described below. Each of our stockholders will be the same percentage of our outstanding common stock immediately following the reverse stock split as such stockholders holds immediately prior to the reverse stock split. Also, for the SEC filings gurus out there, please let me know as I talk about this point, as I'm waiting for Kingsdale Advisors to get back with me as well. On these proxy statements filed with the SEC for Mullen Automotive, there is no date and signature from the board members or David Mishry bottom lining these filings. And as far as I've read, before or on the day that these SEC filings are submitted, they have to be signed, either electronically or manually. And I will go over where I'm getting this information here in a little bit as well. But as I'm looking back at previous filings for Mullen Automotive, down where the signatures are supposed to be, it has the letter S and then the name typed in, or it could be signed manually as well, as I mentioned. But the pictures I'm showing you now are previous SEC filings of examples where they were signed, actually signed when they were submitted with the Securities and Exchange Commission. And both these proxy statements for Proposal 3, Mullen's reverse stock split, have not been signed. Let me know if that is supposed to be like that, or this is just a last resort, just in case measure that Mullen Automotive has put in place. SEC adopts rules to facilitate electronic submission of documents to the agency. And according to Rule 302B of Regulation ST, currently requires that each signatory to an electronic filing manually sign a signature page or other document authentication document before or at the time of the electronic filing to authenticate the signature that appears in typed form within the electronic filing. Today's amendments permit a signatory to an electric filing who follows certain procedures to sign an authentication document through an electronic signature that meets certain requirements specified in the Edgar Filer Manual. In addition, the Commission amended certain rules and forms under the Securities Act, Exchange Act, and Investment Company Act to allow the use of electronic signatures and authentication documents in connection with certain other filings when these filings contain typed rather than manual signatures. So let me know what you guys think. Why aren't these proxy statements for reverse stock split signed electronically like they're supposed to be? Leave your thoughts down below and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm gone. Go.